Everybody's favorite gaming CPU is the Ryzen 7 7800X 3D, but it just got a little upgrade.
This right here is the Ryzen 7 9800X 3D that everyone is very excited about, and we're gonna build a gaming PC around it to see what it can do and also give it away. But first, a word from today's sponsor. Hey, listen here. If you're watching this video, you're most likely balling on a budget, but that is no excuse for you not to activate your Windows install on your freshly built gaming PC using today's video sponsor, GVG Mall, the best marketplace to get access to discount Windows keys at a great price. It is super simple to activate your gaming PC using GVG Mall. First, use the links in the description down below to buy a Windows 10 or Windows 11 key. Take your Windows key, go to the Activate Windows section, throw that key in there and hit Activate, and man, your gaming PC just got that much better for next to nothing. Be sure to use those links in the description down below and code TB20 on checkout, and big shout out again to GVG Mall for sponsoring today's video. Now, let's get back to it, shall we?
This is the star of this gaming PC, the Ryzen 7 9800X 3D 8-core 16-thread that has some pretty cool new updates. And those cool new features include second generation 3D V-Cache, and now the 9800X 3D is actually going to be fully overclockable, so big thanks to AMD for that. And what's awesome is that 3D V-Cache is allowing for games to perform a little bit better than the 7800X 3D on the 9800. We're seeing upwards of 8% in quite a few games. Now, there are some games where they're gonna kind of go just back and forth, but for the most part, expect some future BIOS updates and Windows updates to get even more performance. It has 104 megabytes of total cache and only pulls 120 watts, which is pretty power efficient. And of course, this is a pretty powerful CPU, so it does not come with the stock cooler, and that is where we got something like this guy right here, which I know, shout out to Jonah, we did a video recently where we used a lot of NZXT stuff, but they didn't have this cooler just yet, and they got it now. This is the NZXT Kraken Elite 240 that actually comes with NZXT's new single fan design. So that's actually what's in this case here too. It's no longer 3 separate fans, it's literally a big 360 mil fan, and then this is a 240 mil fan that's built onto this gigantic LCD display with an RGB ring around it. I'm pretty hyped about this, even a different design on the actual tubing, so this is gonna look really nice. I know, I gotta say, the weight of this motherboard box is like insane. It's probably the heaviest board I've ever felt, which usually means quality in my mind, but this is an ASRock X870E TAICHI. Even the box is texture. I mean, it's a really fancy board, guys, but there's a lot to talk about with this board. We're gonna get 4 RAM slots, of course. We're gonna get 2 8-pins for the CPU power. We get RGB all over the board, an easy release PCIe latch. I mean, there's a lot of features that we'll go over later, but a really nice board, and we appreciate ASRock for sending this over. And much like the CPU and the motherboard, big thanks to AMD and G.Skill for sending this RAM over. This is Trident Z5, and guys, there's some crazy speeds going on here. 6,000 megahertz, which, okay, you know, that's pretty fast, DDR5, but we're talking CL28, not CL30 or 34 or 40, CL28, which is some pretty fast cache latency. It's RGB as well, so it's gonna look really nice. And yeah, we really like G.Skill RAM. We've used it quite a lot recently. And in typical fashion, thank you again to AMD and now Samsung. This is the Samsung 990 Pro 1TB NVMe Gen 4 SSD, and this is fast, guys. When we're talking 7450 megabytes per second read speed, we really like the Samsung drives. If we ever want to have like the most dependable drives, we definitely usually go with Samsung.
And for the graphics card, we decided to go all AMD with this build. We got the RX 7800 XTX, the best AMD GPU on the market right now. We actually picked this one up used because you could save about 100 to 150 bucks on the used market with this graphics card, coming in at under $800. This is the PowerColor 3-fan model with the 24 gigs of VRAM. I think it's gonna pair very nicely with the 9800X 3D and allows the game at 4K with no problems. And to power this build, because we got a high-end PC here, we have the Corsair RM1000X. This is a really nice power supply, 1000 watts. It's ATX 3.1 ready. Won't be using that in this build because we got the AMD GPU, but this power supply is plenty of watts for this build. And yeah, Corsair makes some really awesome power supplies. And to make the cables look a little bit nicer on that Corsair power supply, we have a black sleeve cable kit from Asia Horse. Those cables are fine, but again, with a really high-end build like this, we add a little extra touch of flair. And coming in at around 30 bucks, it's a pretty good option to include in a high-end build just to make your build look a little bit nicer. Now for the case, I'm excited to build with this one. This has been sitting on our shelves for a little bit. This right here is the H5 Flow RGB, which does come, as Jackson mentioned, with this Core 360 up front with the 3 RGB fans in one. Really nice setup here. It does come with 1 black fan in the back, which we will be swapping out for this Core 120 fan. That'll go in the back here, but then with the AIO being the 240 Core Elite RGB setup, it's gonna look really nice up here because it supports a 240 mil very nicely. And with that RGB, it comes at a pretty respectable price point of $190. 19 bucks. And yeah, we love NZXT builds. This one is nice and compact, and for the amount of power putting in this thing, it's gonna be a really awesome looking build. Once again, guys, we will be giving away this PC, so stay tuned to the end of the video. We'll talk more about how you can win it. But we're gonna go ahead and build this PC and then dive into some gaming to see how awesome the 9800X 3D is, especially paired with the 7800 XTX. Let's build it.
Alright guys, we are playing some Call of Duty Black Ops 6. We're on the Extreme preset. Doesn't get any higher than that. We're not using any upscaling or anything like that. We're actually at 4K as well. So we're going all out here. I mean, we're basically pushing this game to its absolute limits, and over 100 FPS, okay.
Beautiful. Yeah, obviously with the 9800X 3D, one thing to mention as well, you can't see the temperature. That kind of happens with new CPUs that have not been, well, ran through MSI Afterburner yet. We don't have CPU temperature, so we'll run OCT to see how this cooler is running with the GPU and CPU under full load a little bit later. But hey, 9800X 3D, good little improvement over the 7800X 3D, which is kind of hard to get now. Ah! This guy is cooking.
Oh my goodness. Got him. Is that my own?
Oh, double kill.
They're just farming, you know. Oh, let me get the feed. No!
Oh, victory!
If I had a bigger mag. But anyways, yeah, that was Black Ops, and hey, 40 and 23, we'll take that. 4K, extreme settings, no upscaling. That's pretty wild to maintain 100 plus FPS.
Next game. All right, gamers, we are now in the finals. 4K. We got a little FSR action going on here with this one, though. We got epic ray tracing and epic overall quality, and getting 100 FPS.
That actually looks so good.
It does look really good. Even with FSR on, looks pretty dang solid. So let's run around and see how this goes. We'll install Fortnite for our ending built-in benchmarks, because I want to run some lower resolution gameplay just to see what the maximum like high FPS is for those who really want to get like super fast esports titles.
That should be crazy with that X3D.
Yeah, so we'll install that and run that during our ending benchmarks. But yeah, the 9800X 3D, I think it's a acceptable upgrade over the 7800X 3D, especially given the availability of that CPU right now. And I have loads of people coming after me. So, bye-bye fuzzballs. E-cash. Ah, fire! Ah, no! Let's go ahead and get rid of that. Is that really the strat you want to do? Ah! No! Oh, whoa! I hit pause!
Leave game.
I was trying to leave! No! Ah! Oh, okay, it's going this way. Okay, that's fine. Let's just, ah! Why are they everywhere? Whoa!
I'm on fire.
I'm on fire! Stop, drop, and roll! Stop, drop, and roll! Oh. All right. You're not welcome, Yato. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, no! Ow. I don't have the... Oh,
Dang.
that's a one-shot in the back?
Everybody's running the mollies.
Well, the fire looks pretty, guys, but you don't have to use it 24/7. Hey, let's go. The comeback and the victory on the 9800X 3D. Again, we're running really high settings here, 4K, going crazy with it. Performance is pretty good, but we're gonna run some built-in benchmarks, some games that'll really stress this thing to its limits even more. And then also we'll run an esports title like Fortnite at like probably 1080p high refresh rate, just see what the CPU numbers are like for overall performance of the CPU. But hey, 9800X 3D, it's looking pretty good, and we'll tell you guys how you can win one.
Guys, we just got done benchmarking this 9800X 3D gaming PC, and overall it did really good. We love using the top-of-the-line graphics card from AMD along with their new top-of-the-line processor. Combined, you get some pretty insane FPS.
And in terms of those other benchmarks we ran, as we mentioned, we launched Fortnite at 1080p to really see what this CPU is capable of. And running performance settings, we had no problems getting 400 plus FPS, which I think is pretty dang good for Fortnite nowadays. And the other benchmarks are Wukong, Black Myth Wukong, at 4K cinematic settings with FSR frame gen. We got 84 FPS on average, max of 95 and a minimum of 33. Once again, at 4K, we ran Cyberpunk on ultra settings with no FSR, got a 63 FPS average, a minimum of 53, and a max of 80. And our 3D Mark score was really big, 26,203, which at this price point is still 10 cent per point average. So price performance is actually not too bad when it comes to this PC, but you are spending almost $2,700 on this computer, which is pretty pricey. But all in all, this combination of the 9800X 3D and 7900X TX works really well. But you guys want to win this PC, don't you? Just gonna tell you how.
So yes, Matt is correct. You can actually win this gaming PC, and it's really easy. It doesn't cost you anything. You just go to twitch.tv/toastybros. November 15th, we'll be live for 6 hours playing probably some new Black Ops and some other games. And then at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will actually do a giveaway of this gaming PC.
To learn more how you enter our giveaways, go to the Twitch stream, try to join one of our morning streams and type !giveaway in the chat, and you'll learn more about the rules to enter the giveaway. We do these every single month, by the way, so go follow Twitch if you want to enter in future PC giveaways. But yeah, all in all, this was a fun build, fun to test the new 9800X 3D. If you guys want to build this gaming PC yourself, check those links in the description down below. They will be affiliate links and they will help us out. Are you going to be building a gaming PC with the 9800X 3D? Let me know down below.
And as always, we hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, check out our other 2 YouTube channels and also our twitch.tv/toastybros, and do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
And we'll see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.
Alright guys, so what I'm doing right now is actually getting a Polaroid picture of this PC that Matt and I will sign from the 14th to the 18th.
If you buy a gaming PC from PC Bros, you'll get a picture signed by Jack and I for your gaming PC that you buy from PC Bros. Not this one, we're giving this one away. But go to PCBros.tech, and when you buy that PC, use code TOASTYBROS on checkout. You'll save 3% on your next purchase. See you guys later. Goodbye.